Jordan Parker with The Hard Truth again. I don't know why I always say hey that way, but it's become a thing. This is our second podcast or our second episode, so it's a thing. Hey! It's like Harry Carey. What's going on? Anyway, if you don't know who Harry Carey is, Google him. I'm here to talk to you about why we use a 1-year recovery treatment system. Okay, so I get asked this question all the time. We just returned from Georgia last night about 4 o'clock. So I guess this morning about 4 o'clock. I'm here at work, again, here at the flight school, our treatment center, recovery center. But I will tell you this, the number one question I field the most is probably, it's up there, do I bail him out of jail, and why go to treatment for a year? Why go to treatment for a year? Why go to treatment for a year, Jordan? So I'm going to address that really quickly. It's not going to take long. Short answer, because it's the only thing that works. So I'm a high-functioning autistic, and I can tell you that I do the research on everything, and there is absolutely no data to support ever sending your loved one or someone who needs help for addiction to a treatment center for 30 days. In fact, it's the worst thing that you can do is to send someone to treatment for 30 days. Most people say, well, at least I got them to go for 30 days. That's better than nothing. It's like, well, it depends on who you ask, and there's stats to go both ways, but I will tell you a very dangerous fact. If you take someone to treatment for 30 days, most of the time, it's less than a 4% success rate, 3% success rate, less than that. Most of the time, all you've done is you've knocked their tolerance down to when they go back to drugs, which 97% of the time they will. Upon their first week back in drugs, they overdose and die because their tolerance is now taking a 30-day hit. Now, don't get me wrong. I would always tell you, hear me out, it's better to be sober. As much sober time as you can get underneath your belt, that's always awesome. I just want to explain correctly the dangers of sending anybody to a 30-day treatment program. It's about the dumbest thing in our country that we still continue to send the addicted to 30-day treatment programs. They don't work. In fact, they do more damage than good about 90% of the time. So we do a year-long program, and everything that Reckless does is based on year-long treatment programs. If you call us, we're going to place you in a year-long treatment program because that's the highest chance of success the addicted have at recovering. 1 year. There's all kinds of studies to back this up. 4 months, your brain's not even working correctly up until 4 months. You don't even think the way that you used to think without drugs and the effect they've had on your system. It takes that about 120-day period to detox your mind to where it's actually functioning and making decisions in a holistic, like actual way. Before that, you're still operating on what the drugs have done to your mind and body, and it's not good. Okay, so 30 days, terrible. 60 days, terrible. 90 days, they still haven't given you a chance because your brain has never reset to the capacity it needs to make wise choices and be able to actually overcome addiction. So we use 1 year. Now, during that year, we throw everything we can at you to not only strengthen your ability to cope, but also to prepare you for when you get out. So during that year, there's all kinds of things that are going to happen. You're going to go to a doctor. You're going to get a nutritionist. You're going to start working again. You're going to get a 40-hour job. There's all these things that we're going to do in this treatment program designed to, okay, if you have a bad day, we can handle that because you're still in treatment. Now, if you go out after 30 days and you're in the world trying to cope with all these things and deal with all the things coming at you, you go back to addiction a lot quicker because you have no coping skills. You have no idea how to maintain yourself out there. So the first time any sign of stress comes up, you go right back to drug or drink, and now you're right back in the situation that you were, except for it's absolutely more dangerous every time you relapse. Studies will show you every time you relapse, the chance of you dying goes up. I'm a statistic-based human being, and my staff will tell you every single thing we do here is 100% based on fact, logic, and stats. I'm going to give you the best chance at survival. If it's your mom that's calling in and she's going to say, well, he doesn't want to go to a 1-year treatment program. She doesn't want to go to a 1-year treatment program. I don't care what the addict wants. I'm going to tell you the best chance to save your life. And that's a year-long treatment program. We run an incredible success rate here at the Reckless Saints of Nowhere. Look it up. It's documented. It's going to blow your mind. I don't want to tell you on here, but you can look it up. It's crazy. Way higher than what anyone else is doing. Okay, so we're pretty good at what we do. And it's because we take what works and we put it under one roof. So we don't just say, okay, here's a year long. We do a year long. We do career development. We do nutrition. We do counseling. We do therapy. We do all these things. You have access to that under one roof because that is the best chance at survival and recovery. And now, just to end this kind of second episode here, I want to throw out one thing. We say, well, send him to a 30-day program because at least it's better than nothing. I want you to understand what you're doing. 97% of the time, that's going to fail. 97% of the time. That doesn't just mean it doesn't work. That means usually death. When we're dealing in recovery and addiction and treatment, we're dealing with life and death. So when I say to you, hey man, your son, daughter, loved one only has about a 3% chance to recover if you send them to this facility over here, this 30-day government-sponsored facility, I say it's about a 3% chance of recovery. And they're like, yeah, but at least that's better than what they're doing now. We should be putting all of our assets, all of our resources into treatment programs that work, and they should all be a year long. If your program's not a year long, you are not giving the addicted the best chance at survival, all right? It's not Jordan talking. This is stats talking. I mean, there's tons of statistics that back this up. 1 year, nothing else. Only way to go. Sorry, but that's the hard truth. Sorry, I'm not sorry, all right? So until next time, when I come on here to, incite the masses into anger again, this has been The Hard Truth with Jordan Blake Parker, the Reckless Saints of Nowhere Incorporated. I'll remind you, live hard, but take it easy. Peace.